The heavy iron gates of the Roy mansion slammed shut, echoing like a gunshot in the silent night. Outside stood Ananya, clutching a single tattered suitcase, her eyes red from tears, but her spirit cold with a new, dark realization. Inside that house, her husband, Akash, and her mother-in-law, Mrs. Shanti Roy, were likely celebrating. For 5 years, Ananya had been the backbone of that house, cooking, cleaning, and even secretly managing the struggling family business from the shadows. But to the Roys, she was just a burden from a small town, someone they used until they found a better match for Akash. Today, on Justice Journals, we witness the heart-wrenching betrayal of a devoted wife and the incredible rise of a woman who proved that you can kick someone out of a house, but you can't kick the talent out of their soul. The betrayal was meticulously planned. Mrs. Roy had never liked Ananya's influence over the business decisions. She wanted a daughter-in-law from a political family to boost their social standing. One evening, Ananya was summoned to the living room. "Akash has found someone else, Ananya," Mrs. Roy said, sipping her tea as if she were discussing the weather. "Someone of our stature. Here are the divorce papers. We've already told the neighbors you ran away with someone else. If you try to fight us, we will destroy your family's reputation in your village. Leave now and don't look back." Akash stood by the window, refusing to meet her eyes. "It's not personal, Ananya," he muttered. "It's just business. You were a great help, but I need more than just a helpmate now." Ananya didn't scream. She didn't beg. She took the papers, signed them with a steady hand, and walked out into the rain. She had no money, no home, and a stained reputation. But she had something the Roys had overlooked. She was the one who had written the code for the logistics software that was keeping their company alive. The next 2 years were a test of fire. Ananya lived in a tiny hostel, working 3 jobs. By day, she was a clerk. By night, she was a visionary. She began building a new AI-driven logistics platform that made the Roy Group's old system look like a toy. She called her company Phoenix Systems. Slowly, the clients who once dealt with Akash started noticing a new player in the market, one who was faster, cheaper, and far more brilliant. The Roys, meanwhile, were failing. Without Ananya's silent management, their business was hemorrhaging money. Their political daughter-in-law had brought nothing but scandals and debt. Desperate, Akash and his mother decided to sell their remaining shares to the fastest-growing tech firm in the country to avoid total bankruptcy. The day of the merger arrived. The Roys walked into the glass-walled headquarters of Phoenix Systems, hoping for a miracle. They were met by a board of directors who looked at them with pity. When the CEO's chair turned around, Shanti Roy nearly collapsed. "Ananya, you are the owner of Phoenix?" Akash stammered, his face turning a ghostly white. We didn't know. Look, let's forget the past. We're family after all. Maybe we can merge the companies and live together again." Ananya let out a soft, cold laugh that sent chills down their spines. "Family. You threw me out in the rain like garbage. You told the world I was a woman of bad character. You didn't just want a divorce, you wanted to erase me." She leaned forward, her voice dropping to a whisper. "I'm not merging with you, Akash. I'm buying your debt. Today, I'm your landlord, and just like you did to me, I'm giving you 24 hours to vacate the Roy mansion. I bought the mortgage from the bank this morning." Mrs. Roy began to cry, but Ananya remained unmoved. "You told me I was nothing without your name. It turns out your name was nothing without my brains. You used to say I smelled of spices. Well, now the scent of success is all you'll ever smell from a distance." The legal documents were signed. Ananya didn't seek revenge through violence. She sought it through the law and her own excellence. She took back her dignity, her name, and the very roof over their heads. As the Roys walked out of the building, now truly the burdens they once claimed Ananya to be, she turned back to her work.
She had built a new life, a new empire, and a new meaning for the word justice. When the people who are supposed to love you try to bury you, remember that you are a seed. How do you find the strength to bloom in the dark? Let us know your stories in the comments below. This is Justice Journals. Subscribe for more powerful stories of resilience and legal triumph. The court is adjourned.